Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from Transformers Legacy United Wave 2. This is Beast Machine's Cheetor Core Class figure. Now, we've discussed on this channel in the past that I'm not the world's biggest Beast Wars fan, and a lot of my complaints came after that initial wave of figures where we started getting no real arms, no real legs, digitigrated legs, just odd proportions. And that was really amplified in the Beast Machines line. Now, and that was really exemplified by Cheetor. Now, Cheetor has a funny history. Now, there's a whole history to Beast Machines that apparently that there was like an issue with getting the designs for the characters. So um some like the wrong characters were like given the wrong designs, like the Viacons were like the what were supposed to be the commander was actually the design was for the drone, whatever. But apparently with the rule with Cheetor is the smaller the figure, the better it is. Because there's like this giant life-size one-to-one to a human cat, house cat, Cheetor, that's considered one of the worst Transformers in history. And but then there's the smaller ones that are much better. And I got to say, this one is actually pretty good. I appreciate the transformation. I appreciate the effort that went into it. Did you guys know that cheetahs can actually meow like house cats? So that's kind of interesting. But you do have the cheetah head there. You do have the legs there at the front. One thing I do appreciate is how, much like with Silverbolt, um, the legs, back legs, peg into the rear section, the front legs, the arms peg into the chest. It's like there is, I mean, there is a little more playability, I would say, than with Silverbolt, but it is very nice. So yeah. Um, with that being now, of course, there is one thing here that you when you go to bring the head down, and it's like the full stop is like this. There's actually a little bit of a half stop that it's looking forward, but it's still not looking up. I mean, you're in this very crouched design. I'm pretty sure like this is how it's meant to be. That's something that's not 100% clear. But regardless, let's get into the transformation. The first thing you want to do is come behind here and you want to unpeg the rear legs from that hip. Uh, that right up below the hip, there's a tab that goes into that rear section, and you want to fold this whole back panel up, and there's one tab that will go right into the pelvis, and then the tail will come in and peg into the back. And at that point, you can just go ahead and fold the head all the way down across the back, and there's Cheetor sticking out at you. Next, what you want to do is straighten the leg out a little. Just to you do have to keep it somewhat digitigrated. That is the natural position. I mean, you can straighten it out all the way, but I think that does lead. There's like some angling, so yeah, you're going to want to keep it a little. Use those double joints just to cover the balance. Next, what you want to do, and by the way, I should mention that the instructions show you removing the swords for the transformation. You don't have to do that. Um, unpeg the arm from the chest, swivel it forward, come along to the forearm here, and unpeg the cheetah paw from the fist. Now you'll see there's a tab there, and you'd think that this kind of is meant to sit and peg in, and I've tried. Maybe there's like a massaging or something that it really just sits there. It doesn't peg in. So do that on one side, do this on the other, just like so. And of course, rotate Cheetor's head around. Now, of course, I just accidentally knocked out one of the swords. You can then remove them, place them in the hand right here. They peg in quite nicely. And there we have Beast Machine's Cheetor in a very, from what I've seen, accurate robot mode. And let me just adjust the legs right there. You know, so I mean, while the aesthetic is not something I enjoy, they did nail how this figure is supposed to look. So there is that. I think it seems like I have it leaning to one side, but um, other than that, you do have ball joints here at the elbows and shoulders. You have it at the hips. You have a swivel. We've talked about the double knees right there. The head can swivel. There is no waist articulation due to the transformation. One other thing you can do with the weapons is you can combine them like so, and you get this double bladed type of thing. I wish there was a bit of more of a natural way to hold it, if that makes sense, like a natural way to hold a double bladed scimitar. But that's not something I would use a lot. I would just, you know, probably just keep it with the single blades. And then, of course, the swords. There are tabs on the inside of the blade that you can just use to peg the sword into place, which, kind of limits the shoulder articulation, but not badly. So there is that. And then, of course, if you want to go ahead and return this back to the animal mode, go ahead, rotate the head around, bring these paws forward. They'll peg into place on the fist. Bring the arms forward and just give them. You might have to massage it a little to get it into place, just like that. Then go ahead and bring the cheetah head up and over. You know, you do have that position right there. And then split the torso, flip the tail out, bring the hips forward, and then I like to slide them in to the position, bring the legs up all the way, bring that down. The torso, by the way, when you fold it out, it does soft detent into place. And then just go ahead and, position the cheetah as you see fit. Um, I think, there should be like a little something with the legs. Yeah, there you go. So Cheetor wasn't the easiest design for them to do because as I've been told and as I slightly remember from the few episodes of Beast Machines I've seen, it's not like these figures actually transformed. It was like a little morphing type of thing. So to be able to recreate that in a toy form is very difficult. But I think they did a very nice job. And again, I have to say, the tradition of the smaller the Cheetor, the better the figure, in terms of the Beast Machines design, continues here. Does this mean we'll be getting more Beast Machines figures? Who knows? I think this was just maybe the designer's way to just cherry pick and do the celebration of all things Transformers, so you get a little from each line. Remember, Beast Machines wasn't that popular. So if you're interested in picking this figure up, it is actually shipping from Amazon right now. It was interesting. The figure came in stock, but my pre-order didn't process, so I actually had to cancel my pre-order and then reorder it straight through Amazon, and it went through right away. I mean, I ended up spending a couple more cents because the pre-order was like 9.49, but Amazon has it for 9.99. I'm not sure if these have been cited in stores yet. I know Command Store has it for like 10.99, and I even think Big Bad has it for that too. So you do have options with online retailers looking for the figure. Um, but it's good. I mean, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but the tea it does make, I know, would make some people happy. So that's important. And and again, it's a good figure. I don't have to like it for it doesn't mean it's not good. But yeah, that's about it. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. While I appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help to communicate to YouTube through the algorithms that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. Want to make the ultimate sign of support? I do have a Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. Say it with me now. No, no tears, no thrill, no special rewards. It's just your way of helping me help you, help me to help you. Um, Keep the channel going, keep up the infrastructure. But as I always say, if you can't afford $1 a month or $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous Sunday. So that's it. Once again, this is your old pal Chuck for Beast Machines Cheetor. We will see you next time.